Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and look at that. Huge red day in the market today. NIO down 10% and many stocks down 5% or more. Coinbase, Rivian, Roku, Roblox, Tesla down 6.7%. We've been shorting the market super hard and making tons of money in the close friends list. So if you don't know exactly what stocks to be shorting or how to short the market and play option calls with some contracts, guys, join the close friends list. It's almost a no-brainer at this point. Over 700 positive testimonials and over 2,000 current signups on the close friends list with results week after week pouring in. Now make sure you are subscribed with post notifications on, because in a future upcoming video, one of our next ones, we're going to be doing an electric vehicle update. Tesla, Lucid, Rivian, and NIO, much more. So make sure you subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss that. But in this video, we're going to dive into Chinese-based stocks like Alibaba, BIDU, and some of the other big ones, maybe even NIO, because we have some news and some updates on Chinese regulations that you're not going to want to miss. So make sure you stay throughout the entire video so you don't miss out on that single piece of information that could be significantly moving Chinese stocks. Okay, so the first one up that we're going to be talking about is the biggest one, Alibaba. Everyone knows them, and I don't know if everyone loves them at this point because they've been losing money, especially in the last year. They're down 47%, and it's a fact that if you invested in Alibaba 5 years ago, you're currently down 55% on your money. So if you stuck $10,000 in Alibaba in 2017, you now only have $5,000, unfortunately. If we scroll down, we can see that the PE ratio is still 44, implying that it is a little bit overvalued still. However, we can see a 52-week high of 182 and a 52-week low of 73. If we pull up the revenue growth year over year, you can see that has monster growth. And also, if we pull up that income statement, you can see that the income statement's fairly good. Let's go over this interesting article. First up, we see China is set to convey an historic meeting on October 16th. Here's what to expect. The Communist Party of China's top leaders are expected to propose that the party hold its 20th National Congress on October 16th in Beijing. This year, the gathering takes on additional significance as it becomes widely watched market for when China may begin to ease its stringent zero COVID policy. All right, so that could be a pretty bullish thing if they end that for the whole market and especially for Chinese stocks. You know, if they come out and say, hey, you know what, we're totally ending the zero COVID policy, forget all that, then we can see Chinese stocks jump as much as 10 to 20%. So definitely watch out for that. The president will likely increase his share of political associates at the two top levels of the Chinese leadership. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit deeper to see what's going to be happening with this meeting. It's the most important political event of the decade in China, an analyst wrote for Citi. Congress is set to launch its new political economy cycle. The analyst went on to say, in the near term, it may help reduce policy uncertainty and allow Beijing to refocus on the economic development. The National Congress is held every 5 years and is primarily a political event to determine the next group of leaders for the ruling party. So this is what we really want to read about here. End in sight for zero COVID. The expected mid-October Congress puts a tentative date on when China might ease its so-called dynamic zero COVID policy. We expect the zero COVID policy to be revised after the meeting in October, which will help the economy to normalize. Much of the world has relaxed most COVID curbs. Beijing's attempt to maintain the policy of few to no COVID infections has restricted business activity domestically and kept national borders largely shut for more than 2 years. The Citi analyst even said that this meeting, the ruling party, may even push China's reconnection with the world hard as soon as it decides to exit from the dynamic zero COVID to earn back the lost political capital. So in my opinion, it sounds like it could be a good thing, and we're going to hear good news, and there is going to be an end in sight for the zero COVID restrictions. So that news is coming October 16th. Mark your calendars. It could be a very volatile day in the stock market, and especially volatile for Chinese-based stocks. And, maybe playing a swing option on Alibaba could play beneficial in this circumstance. And remember, it's still super risky because if they come out and want to make an example about the COVID situation and say, hey, we are not easing up on the zero restriction policy, that could be a bad thing, and we can see Alibaba sell off even harder. But in my opinion, I think a swing trade is still looking pretty good on Alibaba. We see them down now 33%. And typically, whenever we see a hard fall from Alibaba going down 20-30%, we typically see some sort of bounce back. At least some kind of relief rally in BABA could easily be above $90 per share, above $95 per share, and even above $90, $100 per share. So watch that dead cat bounce on BABA, especially around October 16th. There could be positive momentum coming for Alibaba and some of these other Chinese-based stocks as well. BIDU is pretty much known as the second biggest Chinese stock next to BABA. They're basically the Google of China, ticker symbol BIDU. All right, down in the last 5 years, they're also basically at a 5-year low. We can also, there's a good chance we can see them gap down to under $105 per share. Right now, we see the support at $107 per share. So Baidu's hanging on by a thread right now. Also, for Baidu to hit a 2020 low, we need to see them around $80 per share. So I think Baidu still has some room to fall compared to something like BABA. And because we've already seen BABA fall so much, I think that there's a good chance that we'll see something like Baidu follow in the short term, continuing to fall. All right, and gap down to some of the supports around $105 per share or lower. And NIO is down 10% today, so they're definitely a stock that we need to be talking about in this video, even though we'll talk about them in more detail in one of the future videos about the electric vehicle stocks. Make sure you subscribe with post notifications on so you don't miss me comparing NIO against Tesla, against Rivian, against Lucid, and against XPEV, against Li Automotive, and comment below or message me on Instagram telling me what electric vehicle stocks are the best and which ones you want me to talk about in the video. I'll probably also do a poll on my Instagram, so watch out for that. But with that being said, we're seeing NIO gapping down as well. We see them at a yearly support of $13 per share. Right now, there's a good chance that we'll see NIO at $13 per share once again. We see downward momentum in the last 2 weeks, down 30% for NIO. Huge fall. Okay, they were $21 per share, so this could also be a good swing trade opportunity once we see them bottom out. Probably around $8 per share, maybe $10 per share for NIO. But in my opinion, I think they will break that $13 support. So keep an eye out for them. There's a good chance they will bounce back, so be careful on the puts because they just sold off 30%. So a dead cat bounce or a relief rally might happen. Keep your eye out for that. If you're on the close friends list, I will definitely be posting about some options to be playing. So make sure you message me on Instagram. If you're not on the close friends list yet, you're missing out on plays almost every single day on what to do, what options to take, when to buy, when to sell, when to take profits, and everything in between. So I hope you guys really enjoy that video. I enjoy helping you guys out and telling you my 2 cents about the stock market. So I'll never stop making these videos for you guys as long as you just keep subscribing. All right. You can like the video if you want. That's okay. But just make sure you're subscribed. That goes a long way on the channel. And drop a comment below every now and then, every time you see a banger video. And if you're not a part of the close friends list yet, what are you guys doing? There's tons of success, okay? This is why I do what I do. My job is so rewarding, helping all you guys out. Hundreds and hundreds of success stories now. Go ahead and take some time. Spend 5 minutes and read some of these success stories. People just having massive and massive success. Just recently, too. This is all just in the last week. Just wanted to say have a good weekend. Up $171, up $500 here. Tesla put paying out big. just absurd gains, $700 gains, okay? And we can even see some of the results even just from today and yesterday. This is my first time trying options trading and got a 50% gain on Apple thanks to your help. Just bought this put yesterday and woke up to this, and you can even see date purchased 9/27 with a massive 51% gain. All right, and many students having success now, over 2,000 students total. So join the family. You're still super early. My goal is to have 10,000 students under me, and eventually I want to have my own app. Okay, and so if you get in now, you're still super early when prices are going to rise in the future. Right now I have my own website, so I'll shoot you over that website. We've been doing this for over 3 years now. It's hard to believe. So over 3 years, we're not going anywhere. We're just growing every single month for the last 3 years. So if you want to be a part of that journey, message me on Instagram. I message every single person back and spend some time with you in the DMs. I'll shoot you over my application so that way I can see if you're a good fit part of the program, and that way I can help you out the best way possible with the application. And then after that, I'll shoot you over my website so you can see what you're going to be getting, what you're going to be learning, how much everything costs. And if it makes sense to you, then we can go ahead and build some wealth together in the stock market, and you can become a little bit more of an advanced trader, especially when it comes to options trading, so you don't have to figure all this stuff out for yourself and have someone to talk to about stocks. If you have a stock you want to analyze, but you don't have a friend to turn to about the stock market, or your family member isn't into option trading or stock trading, that's what I'm here for. Just message me in the DMs once you're a part of the close friends list and the full coaching program as well. Don't worry if you're a beginner, because I have programs developed specifically for beginners to get you up to speed to a more intermediate to advanced level. So guys, thank you for all the love and support. Share this video with a friend if you think that they can find some value in it. Drop a like on this video, subscribe with post notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.